Alright everyone, welcome back to another video, and today what I have for everyone is another unboxing and first impressions of a device that I've been really excited to pick up, and I got a really great deal on it, and I got a real quick channel update for everyone. This way you guys and gals will know what certain devices you will see coming to the channel in the future, right? So for those of you who did not read the title, who just saw an interesting thumbnail and was like, ooh, what's in the box? Because I know a lot of people don't read these days. They just look at the pictures and be like, ooh, that looks interesting. And then they tap on that. This is going to be my unboxing and first impressions of the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus, right? And I was actually able to pick this up from a really good seller on the Amazon Renewed, and I've actually used this seller for years in the past, and they've always served me well. I'll have a screenshot of the digital receipt that I paid for this thrown up in post. This one was a little bit under $200, and I'll have all the affiliate buy links located down below in the video description for everything that I talk about and feature in today's video. So if this video piques your interest and you'd like to know where you can pick up what I talk about or feature in the video, all the affiliate buy links will be located down below in the video description. And as the name implies, if you guys and gals decide to make your purchase using those affiliate buy links down below, I do get a small percentage of commission that I do put back into the channel, and that's at no additional cost to you guys and gals. So I consider those affiliate buy links a win-win for everyone, in my opinion, and that makes the video description a one-stop shop for you guys and gals, and you should be good to go. Alright, let me do some quick housekeeping and then we'll jump into today's video. So recording the video here today, I am using the rear-facing primary cameras on the Google Pixel 6a. Today's video is being recorded in 1080p, and I am using external audio to record the audio for today's video. All of the audio for today's video is being recorded using my COMICA Uni-D USB Type-C microphone, as well as I am using my professional studio lights to light up the scene here today. So please, down below in the comments, let me know how you guys and gals feel about the overall video quality, the overall audio, and the overall lighting. All your feedback, as always, is always greatly appreciated, and remember to keep your feedback respectful, please. Alright, housekeeping done, let's get into today's video. So, like I said, this is going to be my unboxing and first impressions of the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus. In particular, this is the 256GB variant, and this is unlocked in good condition. And I got this from Hybrid IT. That's a seller that I've used in the past, and they always seem to deliver really good products. And if I ever had an issue, they've always had really good customer service, and Amazon's warranty, in my opinion, is second to none. Alright? But, and that being said, I'm going to throw up some B-roll in the video and post, letting y'all know what other devices I'm going to definitely try to bring to the channel in the future. For those of you that checked out my latest content, y'all already know what videos are going to be finishing out 2025. So this video is going to give y'all a peek into what devices and products are going to be coming to the channel in 2026 and beyond. And you guys and gals, let me know down below in the comments if you would like to see a full review on this device, or you want to see a full camera review on this device. Y'all let me know what type of coverage you want to see on this device, because primarily I picked up this device to be a recording and channel production device. Alright? Since I gave away my S20 Plus 5G, I've been using the iPhone 13 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Plus, along with my Moto Edge 2020, and those devices have been great, but Samsung devices just have all the features that I like to use for all the different styles of videos that I like to shoot. And I got a really great deal on this device, and I was like, okay, I gotta pick this up. And I got some good deals on some other devices too, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta pick those up too. Alright, so y'all check out that B-roll. Now y'all know what's going to be coming to the channel, and y'all know what I picked this up for. Now let's crack into this box. Alright, now, one thing I like about the Amazon Renewed program is that Amazon certifies all of these devices to meet certain criteria, right? And then it's up to the sellers and refurbishers to meet that criteria before the devices are eligible to be sold on the Amazon Renewed program on Amazon. And one of the criteria that Amazon always uses is that the devices have to be in the fully functional state. The battery health has to be at least 80% or better. And you have to be having all of the accessories. So you can see, along with the device, we get a SIM removal tool because this one does support eSIMs as well as physical SIMs. And you get a really nice third-party USB-A to USB Type-C charging cable. And you get a decent third-party charging brick. Now, I have really nice high-quality charging bricks and cables, so I'm not going to use that. But it's always very, very nice to see that included. But that's everything that's in the box along with the device. Let me throw this off to the side. And let's take a closer look at the device and dive into the first impressions. Now, all I've done, as I said, or maybe I didn't say it, I went through the initial setup. I did a backup of my tablet to the device because I basically put all my recording and editing software, which is what I use on my tablet, on here, and then I signed into my accounts. All right, so this is set up for me to jump in and start recording, and then easily be able to edit with this, or easily be able to send it to my tablet and edit. And with Samsung Smart Switch or Google Nearby Share, that is pretty much seamless. That's very seamless. Something akin to Apple AirDrop. That's what Samsung Smart Switch and Google Nearby Share give you the ability to do. And that's one of the things I really like about Samsung products, because even before Google Nearby Share became a thing, they had the Samsung Smart Switch that easily lets you send different things from Samsung device to Samsung device. That's one of the big reasons why Samsung products are my go-to products for content creation and video editing and things of that nature. But this is already set up for me to start recording, and I'm going to give y'all camera samples at the end of the video, well, a video sample at the end of the video, so y'all can see just how I'm going to be using this and some of the features that I like. But this is already all set up, and you can see it's already pulling down my sports scores and everything. And you know that always on display is going. So let's go ahead and unlock this. And we're greeted with the home screen. And y'all can see now this is running Android 15 with One UI 7.0. And this should get updated to Android 16, One UI 8.0. And in particular, based on the research that I've done, the S22 Plus here should be good for software and support all the way up to 2027. All right. So the middle of 2027 is when all of the software and support should stop for this device. But as I said, primarily this is going to be a content creation and recording device, so we don't really need a lot of support. But if you guys and gals decide that you want me to put this through the full review process, I'll put my tester sim in it and we can see how it performs. Or if you guys and gals decide that y'all want to see a camera review on this, I'll take it out and do the typical camera review things, and we'll go through the software. But yeah, let's check out what's on this device. Now, all I did was add my applications. I left everything else the same, so y'all can see exactly how the setup is out of the box. Okay, so y'all can see here, this is what the home screen looks like. And now one thing that, you know, I'm kind of not happy with, but it's very, very similar, is with Android 15 One UI 7, Samsung is kind of copying Apple with their layout. So you swipe down from the right side to get to your quick toggles and your settings. You swipe down from the left side to get to your notifications. Okay, that's very, very similar to iOS. And let me show y'all here. Right? So here's my iPhone 15 Plus. If I want to get to my quick toggles or my action center, swipe down from the right. right? If I want to get to my notifications, I swipe down from the left. Boom. So it's basically laid out exactly like the iOS devices, but you have a lot more customization over here on Android. And the thing about Galaxy devices is if you don't like their layout, you can always change it around or put it back to the default, because you know the default on Galaxy devices used to be one swipe down for quick toggles and then another swipe down for the notification shade. So if I don't like this, I can always go into the settings and put it back. But you can always easily get into the app drawer by swiping up or swiping down, right? And then also, they still have this side-to-side panel here, and you could change that as well. And you could add folders in your app drawer as well. That's what I like about Android. It's basically fully customizable. And if you don't like the skin that comes on your device on Android, you can always load up a launcher. You can't really do that on iOS. But I was pleasantly surprised and a little bit disappointed to see some iOS features coming over to Android. Now, I don't really like this two-pane style, because to me, on iOS, that adds an extra step. I'm used to just going like this and, you know, going down twice and then there's everything. So I might just put that back. And what's interesting is on iOS, because the device I have is so big, it's actually hard to reach these top corners. So it would actually be nice if Apple had implemented a swipe down gesture that I can use from anywhere on the display to pull down my notification shade or my quick toggles. So that's something that I don't like, but it is what it is. But y'all can see the layout here. So you can see the apps that come on here by default. So you got your Samsung Galaxy Store, you got your Google Play Store, you have all of your Google apps, including Google Gemini. And another thing that I don't like that they did, by default, when you press and hold the power button here, you used to launch the voice assistant. I don't like to do that on my Android devices. I would much prefer to use the power off menu, which is what I changed it to. But by default, pressing and holding brought up the Google Gemini, which I don't like, because I would much rather just launch Google Gemini by engaging it through the app or launch it by using the wake phrase. So the next thing I did after initial setup was come in here. Let me show you how to do this in case you don't know how to do it. Come in here. You swipe down from the right to get to your quick toggles. You see this little power button here at the top. You're going to tap on that. That's going to bring you into the power menu or the power off menu that you guys and gals saw earlier. And then you're going to tap this option down here at the bottom that says side button settings. Tap on that. And here you can configure what the power button does. And you can see a double tap will launch the cameras. I like that feature, so I left that alone. So double tap launches me into the cameras. And then you can see long press was set to launch Google Gemini. Now you can also have it launch Bixby, but let's be honest, nobody really uses Bixby anymore, or any other app of your choice. Or you can do the power off menu, and y'all can see I set mine to the power off menu. So now a simple press and hold will bring up the power off menu in emergency mode regardless of where I am on the device, which is what I like. So that's the next thing I changed. And then I just signed into my applications and downloaded all of my editing and content creation applications, as you can see. So you can see we got our Microsoft folder with our Microsoft Copilot and Office 365 on here. Okay. And then if we go into our app drawer, you can see we got our Google folder again with all the Google apps. We have our Microsoft folder again. We got our Samsung folder. Okay. And then we just got all the apps right here. And you can see this is what comes on the device by default. Now, a large majority of this I'm probably going to uninstall and disable. Like, I don't like using game mode on my editing device, so I'm probably going to disable that and hide it. And then a lot of this I'm probably going to uninstall because I don't use it on my content creation devices. But y'all can see how it looks. Okay, and then y'all can see what I installed. And there you go. So basically, about 3 pages of applications. Now, let me jump into the apps and show y'all some key settings. Let me jump into the settings and show y'all some key things. So going into settings here, okay. The next thing I always double check is in the device care, because I want to see how much storage I have out of the box. Okay, so out of the box here, this was about, I want to say 115. Okay, and you can see I installed a few apps here, and if I launch it, it's going to tell you what I installed. Okay, just like that. But you can see, even after installing the applications and setting everything up, I'm only using about 35.2 gigs out of the 256 gigs, or roughly 13%. Okay? And then I did turn on the gestures, because I got used to the gestures from my Google Pixel, and even I got used to the gestures from my iOS device, my iPhone 15. So I did turn on the gestures. And then also what I like to do in here is go to the memory, because this is how you access the RAM boost or RAM plus feature that they use, and it's turned on by default, and you can see it's set to 4 gigs. Now, there is no micro SD card expansion on this device, so if you use RAM boost or RAM plus, which is what Samsung calls it, you're actually going to be taking up storage space from the internal storage on your device. But you can see you can go all the way up to 8 gigs. And I do believe this particular device comes with 8 gigs on it, either 8 or 12. And you can add an additional 8 using RAM Plus or RAM Boost. And that's how you access that. And then also, if you don't want to take up any space, you could turn it off, and then the system won't allocate any space towards virtual RAM, because that's essentially what it's doing. It's taking physical storage and converting it into virtual RAM or VRAM. Okay? But that's how you get to that. I'm going to leave that set to 4. That should be fine. And that's basically all y'all really need to know here. So y'all saw the applications, y'all saw the storage, and y'all saw the setup. And again, guys and gals, let me know what y'all want me to cover on this device. And I hope y'all are looking forward to some of the devices that I have coming in to the channel as well. Alright, so now what I'm going to do before I end the video, I'm going to give y'all a real quick video sample of the cameras on the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus. Okay, and we're going to use onboard mics, and we're going to use my COMICA mic so you guys and gals can hear the difference. And y'all let me know which one you think performed better, the Google Pixel with the COMICA mic or the Samsung device with the COMICA mic, and how does it compare to the onboard microphones from the Samsung device. Oh, real quickly, before I get up out of here, I want to show y'all my all-time favorite feature, why I always go with Samsung devices for content creation and, producing videos. Alright? And the reason why I do that is the camera features, right? And I'm going to demo this a little bit more before I close out the video. So if we jump into the cameras, right? You can see, we're going to turn that off for right now. I always turn off the metadata. So you can see they have a whole new camera redesign, and it has a 50 megapixel primary camera. I always set that to the maximum for taking photos. But primarily what I like here is in the videos and the video feature. So we have a triple camera setup on the rear. Okay, so an ultra wide, a primary, and a telephoto. And what's nice about Samsung devices is they give you the capabilities to switch between all the cameras inside of the Samsung camera application. Okay, so there's no need to download additional third-party applications with your Samsung device. And even further still, and this is why I love these devices, for certain Samsung devices, you have dual recording features, and on higher end Samsung devices, you have what they call director's view, right? And even further still, for pretty much all the Samsung devices, you have video pro mode. So basically, this lets you control all the aspects of your device when you're recording video, even giving you microphone controls for certain mics that you plug in, right? So that's really, really good. And then we have the director's view, which in older devices they call dual recording, which is basically just a basic version of director's view. You don't have as many features, but with director's view, you can actually record with all of the cameras at the same time. So you can see I have it set up to do my front facing camera in a window and then the ultra wide camera. But if I tap on it or swipe up, I can change to the telephoto camera. I can change to the ultra wide camera. I can change to the primary camera. So this is really, really nice, especially for my headphone or earbud tutorials. That's why I really, really like this feature. And even further still, and y'all gonna see the demonstration, this will also work with USB Type-C or Bluetooth audio. So that's another thing that I really love about Samsung devices, especially their higher end ones. They're really geared towards getting a lot of things done. Whether you're using it for business use or personal use, you really don't have to install a lot of additional things because Samsung has baked in a lot of those things directly into their applications. That's one of the big reasons why I use Samsung devices the way I do. But I just wanted to show y'all that feature before I got up out of here. All right? And now that I got this device, I will be able to finish doing my coverage on the headphones that I brought in. I'm sure some of you guys and gals were wondering how come he hasn't done any more headphone coverage. Well, I actually ended up, like I said in my other videos, I ended up giving that device away. And then I lost the footage that I had previously recorded. And I'm like, well, oh well. Can't do nothing now until I get another Samsung device. But yeah, now let me give y'all a quick video sample and an audio sample, and then we'll wrap up the video. Or matter of fact, I'm going to wrap up the video now. So I hope you guys and gals enjoyed today's video. As always, I hope you guys and gals found it helpful. If you did, please help your boy out by giving the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. Also, if you guys and gals would like to see more content like this, please feel free to hit that subscribe button down below and make sure you click off the notification bell icon right next to it so you guys and gals get notified when new videos go live on the channel. Okay? And again, let me know what you guys and gals think of the audio and video quality, and let me know what you think of the differences between devices. Alright, let me give y'all a video sample now of this device, and that'll be the end. Catch you guys and gals on the next one. Have a good one. We're out of here. Peace. Alright everyone, and here's a quick video sample of all the cameras on the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus, and here's an audio sample from the COMICA Uni D microphone connected up directly to the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus. Okay? And one of the things that I like about this microphone is I can sync up the LEDs to, once they detect my voice, to start recording the audio, which is a really, really nice feature. But y'all can see this is the ultra wide camera, right? Now let's go to the primary camera. Boom, now we're on the primary camera. And now let's go to the telephoto camera. Boom, now we're on the telephoto camera, right? Really good stuff there. Let's go back to the ultra wide. Boom, just like that. And now let's switch to the front facing camera. Boom, just like this. So now here is a sample of the front facing camera on the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus. Okay, and what's really nice about the Samsung devices is I can switch through all these cameras without pausing the video. All right, so now let's go back to the rear facing camera setup. Boom, and we are back. Now real quickly before I get up out of here, let me give y'all a sample of the video and audio coming directly from the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus itself. So let me unplug the microphone so y'all can see directly how everything looks and sounds coming directly from the device. So give me 1 second, let me unplug, and I'm going to give y'all one more sample, and then we'll close the video out. Alright? Alright y'all, and now for the final test clip. So now, here's a sample of the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus cameras and onboard microphone audio. And you can see I unplugged my microphone here. Y'all can see it's right here. It's unplugged. And the thing that I love about this microphone is that it draws power and transfers data and audio from the connected device. So as soon as I unplug it, it just stops working. No need to install additional software or none of that. It's plug and play. I love this microphone. And now that I got this device and some of the adapters, as y'all saw from some of my other videos, I can pretty much have high quality audio regardless of whatever device I want to record a video with. Okay? But here's a sample of the microphone audio coming directly off of the onboard microphones on the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus. And here's the ultra-wide camera. Let's go to the primary camera. Okay? And then let's go to the telephoto camera. Okay? What do y'all think? Okay? Let's go back to the ultra-wide camera. And then real quickly, let's switch to the front-facing camera. Okay? What do you guys and gals think? How's the video quality? How's the lighting? How's the audio? And how would you guys and gals say this audio compares to my microphone audio? Leave your feedback down below in the comments. And I hope everyone, again, is having a good day and staying safe out there. And I will catch you guys and gals in the next video. Have a good one, everybody. We're out of here. Peace.